Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the UConn Huskies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
So just one play, and they're just shy of midfield now. And first down, they go right back to him. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They're going to run it. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
Second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
He flips it to the back across the middle. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
First down here for this offense. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here. Let's it go. Catch made on the right side.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
They're going to run it here. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point power play, touchdown or field goal. Can he get there on the ground? They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Keeping it on the ground here. Finding space at the 20. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. Makes the grab. It's Turner. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Not much on that play. Brought down short.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up. Can he make it to the marker? Stiff arms the man. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Flames come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action here on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Flames are in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Will he score here? And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Teams come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. Last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. What can they do here? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's the throw deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Critical third down play for this offense right here. And the quarterback dropping back. Makes a quick grab. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The offense threatening now, first and goal. And on the carry, he's heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Here we go, back in the red zone. 0 for 2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Pop pass on the jet sweep, and he's brought down there.
Yeah, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Look at the time in the pocket. Finally delivers to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Flames will line up to kick it away. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. UConn's offense is back out there. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Down he goes, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
A sack makes it second down and forever. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. And they're able to get him down. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack. The sack sets up an important 3rd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down. Liberty's offense retakes the field now. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out, and they put something together in this route. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. Too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on 4th down. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up, and you can go get a touchdown.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Send the back in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Flames. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone with the 6 points.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Huskies offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Breaking free at the 35. Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Liberty offense back out on the field. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Using his legs here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, and I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And the Flames begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left side. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. On the run, he'll let it go. Catch made, a lot of space now. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
This quarterback's already proven he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option. He's reached the end zone now for the 2nd time in this football game. The defense better start to account for him, or he's going to make him pay for it again.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here comes the UConn offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. And now the handoff. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always
grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made after a solid game. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He has first down yardage at the 46.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but
That one's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the pick will set the offense at the 35.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. Now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They'll have to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
boy, if I'm the defensive coordinator, you can't leave the middle of the field that wide open. Makes it so easy for the quarterback to read and recognize and get the ball out of his hands for a first down.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Flames. And the route is on.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And UConn's offense is back out there. They have some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. It's nice execution to pick up the first down. A little curl route, Kirk, against the zone.
Yeah, when you play zone coverage like this, it's very difficult to defend this route if the quarterback does a nice job of reading the coverage. I thought he used his eyes there to be able to move the defense where he wanted them.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. The defense has him behind the line. A tackle for loss, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he's got it. Touchdown, UConn.
Boy, the quarterback put that ball right where he could give his receiver a chance, and what an effort by that receiver to lay out and come up with that touchdown.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Flames offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Throws to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Stopped quickly after the catch, but it's 1st and goal now at the 7.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence in what he can do.
They finally corral him at the 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. An important 3rd down and goal now. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Touchdown, Liberty. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Huskies offense back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the play.
He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 20. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here's a handoff on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go